play. This is a nice one.
Yeah.
So definitely not a cooldown hero.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And it kind of captures what I wanted out of the Death Prophet, right? Gives you abilities to take Roche pretty easily, lets you siege really easily, but now you have the advantage of the vision game with traps. And as we've gone back to, or at least we did a lot at the minor, the traps doing damage allows her to control waves so ridiculously well. This TA is much different than TA past before that change.
Yeah, this is nice. We had a couple interactions, too, with the traps and the glimpses. That was pretty hype. Where like people are like running over traps like super far away and they end up getting glimpsed thanks to the TA.
No, you're totally right. I like this VP draft. I think BeastCoast have a pretty solid lineup themselves, but I think this is much better than Game 2 for VP.
Mike has some nice potential this game, though. I mean, we've talked about the Disruptor versus the Bane and why we won it last game. He will have to watch out for that. Just because the glimpse being able to cancel the Fiend's Grip so easily, but he also has a really good Fiend's Grip targets in a Troll Warlord and a Templar Assassin. I mean, this is the kind of game where you're playing in a pub and you just like look at this game, you're like, all right, I can kind of win team fights as Bane this game.
I'll take it.
Be it through a clutch Nightmare or a clutch Fiend's Grip.
Okay. Game number 3. The opening series decider. We're going to see the chain envy tips again. Looks like it. VP. They're trying to get inside of his head, but will it work? Has he become Envy the Untiltable?
I've been dreaming of this moment.
I'm a bit of a Lena hater, I gotta say.
What does that mean? How could you hate on Lena?
I feel like she just takes so long to come online. Like, you need this Yule Scepter and a BKB, and she buys Atos now instead sometimes, and I don't know. It feels like she eventually gets scary, but I feel like other mids are just better. Obviously, her laning stage is the reason she gets picked a lot of the time, because she's really hard to just fully shut out, and that's understandable. But her positioning is just so careful during team fights, and they already have a Drow that does the same thing during engagements, so I feel like it's going to be a hard game for Roya to play. But at the same time, if they get to that eventual point in this game, Drow is a very terrifying hero, as we saw in the last one. It can just do a stupid amount of damage.
Yeah, definitely does not synergize with the attack speed aura as much as OD. Definitely not bad on Lena, but for OD, it's like kind of a game changer. Envy down bottom takes a lot of damage from Solo to start this off. Does grab the bounty rune, so 3 will go the way of BeastCoast.
Solo's like, yeah, I'll trade one more. Yeah, well, you want some more? Huh?
Well, now
you
Mike's
want some
here.
of this?
Jeez.
Dude, Solo's working him, and he has no salve. And now that is Mike.
Just tangos. I think that's pretty worth it for Solo. Should be happy with that trade.
Well, especially because there's an Enigma in this game with Eidolons, and if they just get the Infernal Blade onto the Drow.
Yeah. Thunderstrike is one of the highest damage-dealing level 1 spells in the game like that. So, pretty good stuff there. Up top, it will be the Brewmaster Grimstroke off lane for BeastCoast. Should be able to put some pressure onto this Ramses Troll. No one TA versus the Ryoya Lena. Definitely expect this to go TA's way.
Already massive mistakes bottom, though. It's just like, there's no reason not to body block this camp as Bane. Like, Mike's got no excuse on that one. And now this Doom has a Satyr aura because of that.
Oh, yeah,
That's
look at that.
So lane losing.
5.5 HP regen. Yeah, that'll make a difference. Because he's also got Roger's Ring of Regen. Look at that shit, dude.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
13.7 regen.
It's just like every single game you guys see a Doom, someone's going to either sentry this camp or they're going to body block it. And that's why. So, whoopsie daisy. But anyway, other lanes, aside from that, as you were saying, the top lane Ramsey's already getting bullied again here.
Whoa,
had a rough time last game on the Brood, and whew.
There it is. Braxy's got it.
In there.
Thunderclap for the kill. TMT should be able to survive here, I think. Turns back the other way, finds the stun onto Solo, pops the salve in the tree line. Solo looking for vision. He is committed to this one, and this might be a double set of kills for BeastCoast. Braxy again popping off with his Brewmaster early on.
Yo, TNT played that really nicely around that tree line too, and then I think Ramsey's I think he misclicked going for the Quelling Blade onto one of those trees, but cured his death as well. Brax, man, he's got his hero again. So
yeah, this is his hero, man. He knows the limits well.
Courier will make its last frightful delivery in walking mode there for no one. No potential snipes here, as obviously both supports are very busy in the lanes.
Yeah, pretty close to what you'd expect in terms of CS. 12-9 compared to the 7-5 of Lena. No one absolutely dominating.
Roger, though, I mean, not being chased around by Mike this time. They're getting away with the Enigma pretty easily in the jungle. Again, that Seder Aura helping out a ton basically means that Pasha does not need a lot of assistance here. And Roger's able to clean up both of the camps. He's actually moving on to the golems, so this guy has perhaps done the math before to see if this is feasible.
Well, we're going to find out. Some pretty good micro on the Eidolons, keeping him alive. Is he going to be able to get... I think he can get this. Ooh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, he'll be able to finish it off. I mean, it's well worth it for an Ancient.
Very true.
Man, that's actually really nice. And he could even stack if he wanted to.
See if he goes for it. Maximize
Meanwhile, I'm sure we're going to miss a
efficiency.
kill somewhere else. Inkswell up top does not connect onto Solo, but the clap does, and jeez, getting worked here. That's the kinetic himself, and Ramsey just takes 3 more hits because of it.
Mike trying to intercept. He's got the haste rune here.
He did cancel Roger's clarity. Oh, under the tower. Oh, my God. He got him again. What? How?
They're going to find Solo also. Brax gets another. All 4 kills from this top lane.
They're straight up just not respecting the Grimstroke.
Level 2 Inkswell.
And, I mean, they also have, like, no regen, too. Solo now actually TP's back to his shrine and self-smokes here, going for the greedy ward behind, perhaps? No, he's actually just trying to make a run for the bounty. He has no wards.
Okay. Knows that they're pretty low on HP, so I guess feels somewhat confident here.
Oh, Brax is crazy.
He gets glimpsed and still gets it.
Timing.
Oh, my.
Brax is actually insane.
Brax God.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
My boy, he has showed up to play some Dota today. I mean, that's just got to feel good right there. 3 bounties do end up going the way of VP. They get both down bottom, so still a victory for the Dire, but a moral victory up top.
4-4-0. And now phase boots on Brax too. As Ramsey's, he's just trying to get a foothold here. I mean, his last hits aren't that bad, but obviously the deaths aren't doing him too well, as he's down around 2,100 net worth, still a ways behind Brax.
Bottom lane seems to be going pretty okay for Envy, on par with Ramsey's CS. Getting harassed a little bit, but handling it just fine.
The pressure is coming now, though, with the helm nearly complete for Roger. They're just going to start pressuring into this tower with the catapult wave if they want, but they actually don't pick it up in time, unfortunately for them. So the Radiant Catapult and the Dire Catapult will fall. The mid lane is going the TA's way as expected. As top lane, they're diving here once again with the clap and Mike.
Dude, Brax is just too much. With Mike here, it's an easy set of kills. Both supports picking up the last hits on those, but now 6-0 exclusively from this top lane.
What kind of moron suggested Disruptor this game? That's all I want to say. Like, you know, these casters thinking that they know better than these players with these Disruptors. This is what happens when you listen to us. No, I mean, obviously it's not the Disruptor's fault completely. It's mostly just getting outplayed and not bringing enough regen too. But this is one of the problems with Disruptor is that in the 2v2 laning scenario, he isn't that incredible, even when you have a super strong laner like Troll. But they have 2 very lane-focused opponents in the Grimstroke and the Brewmaster.
Making this Grimstroke look more than viable. At the minor, we saw it almost exclusively like paired with Doom. We saw it with Rasta once. Up top again, level 5 Ramses. It's just too much damage. He pops his stick, but this troll dies again. 0, 4, and 0.
Is under attack.
Yeah, he is actually lowest of the course. He's in fact below his own support Enigma this game right now.
They want more. Oh, look, it's Ryoya.
Radiant's middle tower.
They set up Pasha, Laguna to the face. It's a good rotation. 4 heroes for BeastCoast up top. Now, this is opening up for TA to pressure mid. She is starting to chip away at this tower. TP will come back in from Ryoya.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
BeastCoast are on an absolute tear right now. That's going to give them the XP lead as well as about a 1,500 net worth lead. Dota Plus, however, is still favoring Virtus.pro 55 to 45. If you're curious, it is dropping pretty fast. It was up to like 60%, but it still has the faith in this Templar Assassin lineup.
8-0, and Virtus.pro is still favored. Have some mercy here, win probability. Come on, Dota Plus. Haven't you seen an EE game?
Well, I mean, the higher his probability, the lower his chances of winning. So it's trying to, trying to help him out here, if anything.
I mean, he sacked that bottom tier 1 tower. It was pushed down by VP,
Doom
but now
on the Brax.
Envy's just making these movements around the jungle. Looks like Brax did finally get finished off. And now towards the mid. Is Envy going to be the one that's caught? It looks like Lena's the target for now. Can they finish her? They'll have the damage. It's a double damage on no one.
Yeah, they ran in aggressively as 3, and the Brax got doomed. That's pretty much the one person that couldn't get doomed in their trio. So nice play there from Pasha just to secure that skirmish, and then they push forward into the mid, knowing that there's no rotations coming from those supports.
Roger
Easy
in the
pick.
back line. He'll just TP out. Okay. A lot of pressure on no one right now. You look at that net worth breakdown. He's topping the charts. I guess Doom not that far behind, but...
And they're just bringing the same trio back to the mid lane. They have the split, but this is more like a catapult wave play, and they're just kind of bringing it in right now. I mean, they have the ward vision. They saw the disruptor go in here. Oh, accidental double observer ward placement there from the Dire.
Gonna find Solo. Nightmare sets it up. Plenty of follow-up damage. Kinetic field, not gonna be enough to save him.
Wow, look at no one here. Ancienting very low, but no vision in the area. No way to punish here. And no smokes coming through, but...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
10-minute bounties. Oh, Mike actually gets a ward up on that high ground too, so no one will have to retreat back home. He has no way to contest this mid tower. He also can't contest at bounty runes either. It looks like it'll just be a 2-for-2 though, as Roger is securing the bottom ones.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yes, indeed. Even spread. Invisibility rune in the hands of IX Mike. Only a level 4 Bane though, so no Fiend script set up.
Yeah, he bought the tome, but he's not sending it out, or else he'd actually have his 6.
VP definitely want to defend this tier 1 mid if possible. That Drow Ranger taking over that leading farmer slot.
Yeah, they're trying to intercept here. And Envy, he does not have TP. He's just recently migrated down here, far away from his ancient camps that he's already cleared out this minute. And they're going for the full wraparound here. Oh, they're not going to make it.
I don't think
Envy.
so either.
The Spidey sense.
A lot of heroes off the map. He gets
Oh, the
glimpsed. And now they'll catch him right into the Centaur. That'll set up the stun. They even deploy the Doom for this to make sure it's a guaranteed kill. They will get it, but will they get punished here? Bruce Split comes out. Laguna Blade juices Roger. And now Pasha. He's going to come down from that Cyclone and be in a world of hurt.
Mike's after Solo as well here. This might be all 3 of them dead.
Sleep setup onto the Disruptor.
Yeah, he'll be
Kinetic
all right.
field. Buys him some space, and he should be able to make it back. Still
Yeah,
a pretty
can't
good
go for
punish.
the grip. Yeah, it's certainly not bad, especially because the Ancients were like dead anyway. So as long as he gets and clears these Ancients before the 12-minute mark, he actually doesn't lose like anything. But it looks like he won't be there in time. So he's not going to TP for it. Envy, oh my, Envy's such a class dude. He has 6 TP scrolls. He always buys a TP scroll to try and, like, he's always looking at his unreliable gold. I don't know if 6 is possible to have been efficient though. Because what's his death cost? Yeah, his death cost is only 173, so I don't really understand how 6 could possibly have been efficient when you've only died once.
Me neither. I would love to pose a counter argument there, but I'm not seeing one myself.
But anyway.
I think some of it could also just be habit. You get used to just buying that TP scroll right before you die.
I mean, that's a bad habit. It's 6 of them.
I mean, that's all I could think of, man. Mid-tier 1 goes down. No one able to finish that off. He's just going to go for Desolator first item. Couple hundred gold off completion. Glimpse back. They're going to find themselves Alina. He's going to go down quick. Brax now heading forward. Does have some stick charges, but no Bruce Split available. Black Hole interrupted almost immediately. Nice silence from Envy. Mike in the front lines as Ramses tries to man up. Pops the ultimate, but gets put to sleep. Doesn't get the kill on Bane, but it will cost him his own life.
Yeah, he got ditched real hard. Ends up just going too far in there, trying to what looked like secure the kill onto Brax. So that's his 5th death this game. Is he still just trying to catch back up? Obviously not as low as he once was, but still not the place a troll wants to be. Meanwhile, no one, no kills, 004, but he has regained the top here of the net worth chart.
Yeah,
looking for that first Roche. Yeah.
Brax now has the Vlad's offering up. And Drum's going to be on the way for Ryoya. And TMT, again, a very early Aether Lens on this Grimstroke. They're going to move into Initiate onto Solo. That'll be an easy pickup there onto the Disruptor.
And that was using that ward that we saw Mike place earlier. And it's already like close to expiring anyway. So it's actually pretty fine.
Surprised at how effectively he can get this Grimstroke farmed. Like, look at the Grimstroke's net worth compared to the Lena's.
Yeah. I mean, 30 last hits. He's super involved. They, you guys know that time where Viper was really broken around MDL this year? Oh, the last MDL, speaking of which.
I do remember that. That was when Viper could jungle.
Yeah, Viper would just jungle the whole time, and he'd buy Atos. And then basically all you did from like 9 to 12 minutes was you just grouped up with your 2 supports and you ran around killing people. And sometimes the supports got really fat based off of that. And that's kind of what happened this game, is that it was basically Mike, Brax, and TMT just running across this map and putting on a lot of pressure. I mean, they obviously got a ton of kills in lane, which really helped too. But it's basically that same idea of just trying to push that advantage. And 15-minute bounty runes, they're going to get 4? Wow, again, man, BeastCoast have been on with the bounties.
Yeah, 4 secured.
That's going to give them the lead, I'm pretty sure.
Close.
Bounty runes are so crazy, dude.
Yeah, I saw that cap from Tweet, what, last week or a couple days ago, talking about like opportunity cost of carries getting like 1 wave worth of last hits compared to just helping secure the bounty, and how much more gold it gives the team and the carry himself. It's actually pretty ridiculous. Bounties are a big deal, dude. Easy to underestimate.
Like 14, it's 1,400 gold, right? Because they're 70 each, so.
Yeah.
Pretty great for your whole team.
It's a lot. Another one of these kind of odd games in terms of metrics, 13-5 in hero kills, but Virtus.pro actually have the net worth advantage. Very small amount, but still kind of staggering that they're able to maintain this farming lead. Troll once again going for the Diffusal Blade first item. Definitely feeling like he can't get away with a Battle Fury or anything like that.
Yeah, Envy has also gone for the combative build again here with like the triple Wraith into the Hurricane Pike. So both of our position 1s going to be well ready to fight in this game. Although for Virtus.pro, it's more so going to be a position 1 TA at that point. You know, this is meant to be your super hard farmer.
Did I really say cap from Tweet instead of Tweet from cap?
Yeah, you did. I let it go, though.
Wow.
But it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Ugh, I need some more coffee after this one, man. Whew.
Mike gets a ward down, but Ramses... Oh, I don't think he spotted him because of the nighttime.
No, he's clear.
Just missed him.
Oh, look at this setup here. Fiend's Grip into the follow-up from Ryoya. That's an easy one.
Dude, that Aether Lens. From downtown. He hits the Stroke of Faith. No one's headset actually hits... Ramsey's headset hits no one's keyboard. causing pause here.
I see. It was like the headset ricochet. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's what just happened. As they need to collect themselves here. They were also smoked up moving towards him, too, so pretty frustrating, I'm sure.
Man, absolutely brutal game for Ramses. Dare I say uncharacteristic.
It really is, dude.
1-6-2 at 17 minutes.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those Knoxville tweets, you know. It's like, the last time Ramses died 7 times. Yeah. I can't say I've seen him die this many times this early in a game. Like 6 by 17 minutes is crazy.
TA now has the blink, closing in on level 15.
Yeah, the Deso into blink, the much more passive style. So now she's ready to go. The question is, I mean, we often bring this up, but it's like, who wants to go around the map and get kills with you? It's not bad this game. I mean, Disruptor's always hungry. Not a hero that likes to be outside of battle.
Right.
They're under that ward still, though. Mike, that ward just has done so much. Like, the way he got it in there, too, right as they were killing Ramses, and they haven't found that D ward. It's getting that tire rotation. It gets the TV from Roger. They know they're going in the pit right now.
Yeah.
Now, can you actually do something about it is the question. It's pretty much all on Brax. He has TP, but he's on the wave bottom. And they look to be... Nope, all right, he's coming.
They're coming. I mean, they kill it reasonably quick, but VP, a little bit nervous. They're just going to leave TA in the pit.
He splits, but it's a distance.
Wow. Yeah. Pops the split. Maybe thinking they were a bit more committed than that. Still about half duration left as he charges forward. To use the shrine nice and early. Good positioning from Roger. He does have that blink dagger. Potential black hole incoming. Envy in trouble. Defensive nightmare. A little bit of space. Black hole connects on 2. Envy gets brought down, but they lose no one. It's a 2-for-1 as Brax also falls, and now Mike. Looks like a pretty good fight for VP as they now try to focus down the Lina. On the run, triple kill for Ramses. VP with a great engagement.
Yeah, meticulously planned out there, honestly. Like the way that they have the TA blink off to the right-hand side, everyone is to the north, the Brewmaster ends up just like kind of chasing after, and you force this fight to take place as the split is ending. And then they just cover themselves with the shrine, and you're just in a completely dominant position. I mean, you're sitting high ground, basically just picking fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
He might get the roast kill. Oh, that was close.
He just snatched by Ramses. Guess I shouldn't say snatched there. Secured.
Yeah, there you go.
Dyer did get the kill on Roche. Fiend's Grip now onto Pasha. Is there enough follow-up damage to actually get the kill, though? TMT trying to do as much as he can. Now Roger's on his way back in. Pasha just walks away. With that Vanguard drums, he is pretty tanky.
Yeah, he's out of there. He is burning down Roger, though.
Okay.
Wow, so for the 3rd game in a row, VP get the first Aegis, when it looks like BeastCoast should have gotten the first Aegis.
Yeah.
Although this one was a little bit more in Virtus.pro's favor, I'd say, out of the 3 games.
All right, things maybe going to slow down a little bit. How's our Drow Ranger doing? She's got that Hurricane Pike. Envy really likes this early Butterfly. Seems to be his preferred build. Hurricane Pike Butterfly, if possible.
Yeah, unless he gets sucked back into something else before. I mean, it makes sense, right? Butterfly is just a stupid amount of agi, helps the whole team.
Yep.
And great versus a Templar Assassin and a Troll Warlord especially.
Always good to have one of those items that gives you a lot of survivability and forces the enemy into an item choice they might not otherwise want. Of course, that Monkey King bar. Set up now onto Solo. Sleep into the LSA. A couple of right clicks will do the job.
And they have that Aether Lens slow again here from TMT.
They did use
not
drums.
Not out, though. Pasha, did you see that?
See him die? I did.
Did you see him baiting with stutter steps and then still getting Yules? Like he wasn't respecting the Aether Lens or something?
Yeah.
That was
is that what that was? That was an attempted bait?
I think he was trying to make it look like he was baiting so that they would like keep chasing him or something and like make it look like his team was coming.
Ah, I see. The next level mind game. Gotcha.
I mean, there's no other reason to do it besides that. But
Yes.
Aether Lens, good item.
Yeah, with the Yules, yeah, it's pretty good.
Glimpse back there. Can they actually finish him is the question.
TP,
No.
nope. Makes it out.
Good quick TP there from NV too. Just like immediately recognizing you can get out of that one.
BKB now up on the Lina, and Brax is going for the Radiance again. The Aura Master.
He's gotten another really good start. He's actually going to have it so early for an offlane Brewmaster. Just so many kills fed by Ramses.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, has not died since the last time we checked in. And, of course, has an Aegis because his team's like, you need this, clearly, today. Good sentry to catch these wards on the high ground.
Still a good 2 minutes on that Aegis. They will Fiend's Grip onto Ramses. Silence onto the Doom. They might have the damage to pop this Aegis, and they will. Now some follow-up. Doom gets stunned. A Lagoon is there. He'll fall. Looking for more onto the Troll. LSA into Silence. Damn,
great
look
play,
at that
Brax.
damage.
They caught the Disruptor, too.
And
Roger.
Roger's on the run. Solo comes back down. He tries to run one way, but it's 4 dead for VP. They can't split it up.
He was like 400 gold away from a BKB. This fight would be so hard if you're fighting a TA BKB with Aegis, but Virtus.pro get way too greedy with the Aegis. Just trying to take a tier 1 top, not expecting BeastCoast to just mount an incredible defense. That all started by trying to chip away a ward.
Yeah. The ward on the high ground there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trow
Oh my
Ranger,
God.
what a hero.
The shards, ladies and gentlemen, the shards.
But it's great. You can see the damage. I feel like you can see those marksmanship procs, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's
you can.
ridiculous. She doesn't even have damage items yet. She's got Hurricane Pike, the Talisman of Evasion, and then a couple of Wraith Bands. You know?
I mean, a couple of Wraith Bands. This is Drow Ranger. Do not disrespect her with such slander.
Wow. She's...
Wraith Bands are damage items for this hero.
I mean, they are, but still, it's like, it's not a
I know.
scary inventory, you know?
It's
and
true.
she just shreds. What a hero.
All right, so I'm going to predict that if I open up this win probability, it's going to say at least 60% Silver Virtus.pro.
Tower is under attack.
I was wrong. It actually has convinced itself. Although before that fight, to my defense, it looks like it was about that high.
Yeah, I think you're about right, but all right.
Even Valve is on their side.
Dota Plus believes. It has the envy clause, and it's like, all right, you finally surpassed the threshold. We'll give it to you. Not by much now. 52-48. Still a coin flip matchup, but Dota Plus is starting to believe.
Oh, man. They still need to play so well to finish this game for BeastCoast, though. Especially the two supports. I mean, this Grimstroke Team 2 was incredible last game, honestly. The Leashes were excellent at controlling up the Troll Warlord, and he needs them again to try and handle no one on the Templar Assassin. He wants to cancel out these BKBs for as long as possible, and so currently it's at 7 seconds, as he's actually almost up to level 15 as well, so his cast range is only about to grow. And he just wants to essentially negate 7 seconds of BKBs.
All right. Both teams grouped up now.
The Tower Siege went a little better this time for no one, as they knocked that down. And that's the double BKBs now finished and delivered for Virtus.pro. BKBs on the Radiant side, you got one.
And it's just the lead. So TA now has picked up that Demon Edge. So looking at the
gonna need an
MKB most likely.
Yeah. It's a drow, so
And it's a
you know it's
butterfly.
coming. Yeah.
It's there. Pretty aggressive posture from BeastCoast now. Invading the enemy territory, but some rotations back from Virtus.pro, and they will head back to their side of the map after clearing out the Ancients.
So that was a favorable trade, though, for Virtus.pro. Right? I mean, they get 2 towers, and they weren't able to finish off the tier 2 in the mid lane for BeastCoast. And now they're, again, just running at them with these BKBs, knowing that they have a bit of an edge right now. The next big thing will be the BKB for the Enigma, and then the Blink Dagger for Pasha, and then I'm ready to just kind of put this fully in control for Virtus.pro, honestly. I mean, it's going to come down to the next Roche, of course, but I think BeastCoast are slipping here. They need another really big team fight win.
Yeah, I think they tried I mean, there was a smoke to get into that other side of the map, but just didn't find anyone. So VP, we're kind of thinking the same thing. We'll see what that Roche timer looks like in about 30 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Slow and steady. E-Blade queued up for TMT.
Okay. Wants the Ghost Scepter anyway, so I actually like that this game. Gives you a saving mechanic for someone else.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I have to say, through all of these games, BeastCoast have just shown a complete disregard for drafting initiation, and I think it's really hurt them. Because they have no way to push their advantage in any of these games besides walking up as 5 into towers. I mean, they've gotten pickoffs, sure, but they haven't been like... They can't get decent pickoffs other than just like running into someone and planting down a ward, or like getting a long-range slow from a stroke of fate, you know? Like, how many of those times last game did you have Envy just coming out of a Shadow Blade to try and right-click someone and they just blink away?
Yeah, you definitely make a good point. The MKB is up, though. Could be a time for Virtus.pro to pick a fight. Free tier 2, finished off by the Drow. Also a glyph used. And Roche now less than a minute away. VP, usually with the advantage. Traps give you a lot of intel. See if BeastCoast are aware of the timing potential.
I hope Pasha just straight up buys Shiva's Guard instead of BKB. I think Shiva's Guard is way better this game. I think if he just blinks Shivas, they win team fights. Because they just need the vision onto the side of BeastCoast to figure out where the Lean is positioned and where the Drow is positioned. And I think their fights get very easy to play.
Oh, initiation on Mike. They'll pop him quick.
Oh, he gets split off in the Static Storm, though.
That's big. BKB used by no one. Brax trying to push forward. Needs to be careful, though. His pandas are getting ripped apart. He's lost 2. And they're going to try to finish off this last one. They bring down Brax in the ulti form. Great read from Ramses. Uses the BKB, but gets the kill. And now Mike could fall victim to a dieback. Envy also in the danger zone. Static, or kinetic field, rather, after the glimpse. He'll fall. Mike is still alive for now, but I doubt much longer. And it's just going to be death after death. Ultra kill for no one. BeastCoast just got picked apart there.
That was the dieback on Mike. So Ramsey's denying no one his potential rampage. And, well, as you said with the TA traps, they, of course, know that Roche is there, ready for the taking. And in they go for the Cheese and Aegis now. And an extremely firm grasp on this game. BeastCoast not able to trade for anything bottom, just some damage on the tier 3 from the wave.
Easy, Roche. VP just hitting that timing perfectly. No one staying very quiet this game until he was absolutely ready. He's only 4-1-6, and he had an ultra kill in that last fight. So you do the math on that one.
yeah, that was just making his appearance. And, well, Ramsey's just about to hit his power spike here. As Roger will run in to Royal with the black hole ready.
Pasha here. They also drop the Doom. Big reaction out of VP, but they're going to find Brax. No TP for 45. Still no split either.
He can buy his blink at the side shop if he goes for it, though, but looks like he felt like there was no way he'd make it that far with the traps.
We'll go ahead and pool for buyback.
And mid lane, Solo gets caught by an Envy Silence. Gets chunked on down. Likewise, they've found Ramses, who's forced to BKB and has this cheese. He chased after TMT.
That was a little scary. Almost grabbed him.
And that means the level 20 is now just about 60 XP away. 66 to be precise.
VP are done messing around with this one. Tier 3 going down quick. There is a glyph available for BeastCoast. Pop it to try to save this tower. Double buyback now. They will find the Aegis. Ramses also gets Lagooned by Ryoya.
Yeah, these were worth. They're going to... What?
BKB, blink back from no one. Fast fingers on that TA.
Mike's a brave boy.
Hey.
Tip him.
Like, guys, I think they're going to exit through the shrine. Don't worry, I'll cut them off.
All right, buybacks were not worth it just for the troll. Well, actually, I guess it's worth it because they saved their tier 3, right? And so it gives them a chance at the next one.
Yeah. Still pretty scary, though. Sizable lead. Look at that graph, and it is just a downward spiral. VP with a nice lead.
Virtus.pro got to figure out how cheese works, I think. A couple, these troll warlords, I don't know, lactose intolerant or something, but last game and this game having some serious issues using cheese.
Yeah. You ain't wrong.
Still, obviously, nice looking game for Virtus.pro. I mean, creeps are in their favor right now. BeastCoast have to push out. They're trying to get some initiations. Again, the fabled Invis rune, the best way for BeastCoast to get kills in this series.
Ooh, Blink Dagger up on Troll now. Gonna have a cool build. Diffusal, BKB, Blink. And he's also gonna queue up MKB next.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. He was gripped. I know, it's just a joke. Relax. It's okay. Clearly, it was his teammates' fault this time. They needed to help him get him out of the grip. I apologize. Not being clear enough here. But for real, though, they're dying with cheese a lot, guys. It's okay. Sorry. Super serious mode again.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a major, guys.
Yeah, nobody ever has
Disneyland.
fun at the major. VP continuing to put on the pressure. Look at this, man. 5 heroes, bottom lane. They're just going to start working on another tier 3. Glyph, still 2.5 minutes on cooldown.
He didn't really get a chance to use his talent either. He'd like just hit 20 when he died. So Ramses is a new force here.
All the
Another
cooldowns
soul
available.
bind.
Good setups. Well, forces some BKBs. Brax uses the split maybe prematurely. I don't know who got the better of that. 2 BKBs used on VP, but Brualt also used. Soulbind also used. Guess we'll call it a wash.
I would not go back in as Virtus.pro, so I'll call that a victory as BeastCoast.
Okay.
I mean, you're never going to go high ground without your BKBs. That's just dumb. Because they're going to have superior creep control, if nothing else, just because of this Templar Assassin. I think no one needs to... Am I crazy? Like, I can't even see any traps. I see, like, one... Okay, I see some traps. He's mostly gone for vision traps. Like, he's got, like, a high ground ward one that they were checking for wards, I'm guessing. Yeah, it looks like they were. They have a sentry.
I guess my point really is the BKBs are a shorter cooldown. So, yeah, for a little window here, they're going to hold off. But now, that'll give VP the chance to back up. Find a double damage rune. They passed the bottle over. Or I guess he had a bottle, rather. And there you go. So they'll have BKBs and a double damage, and they're going to be less brew split. Soulbind will be back up, but...
Yeah, that's true.
Rinse and repeat, baby. Here we go.
Double damage.
And still no glyph. Down for another minute.
And let the DD begin.
NB picking up that Maelstrom.
Oh, nice pike.
Yeah, no one tries to jump in. Can't quite find the initiation that he wanted. Solo the one taking big damage, maybe left behind here. NB gets him, but Black Hole interrupted by Fiend Script through the BKB, and now Roger just gets destroyed. Mike was ready for that one.
Down. Yeah, he really was. And now they have the chase down possibly, but Ramsey's BKB TPs and another high ground defense from BeastCoast. The Doom Lena will make it back to the fountain.
Okay.
Man, Mike, no Aether Lens. Just the talent, and he's able to get that Fiend's Grip off. Excellent positioning. And how about that Hurricane Pike from Eternal Envy there, guys? I mean, yes, partially it's because no one blinked him without popping his BKB, I guess, but that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Also, a Sight Device is up on TMT, so he delayed the E-Blade. Has it queued up now, but he has a Hex with an Aether Lens. This dude is out of control. He's basically a core this game.
All right, if they actually killed Ramses here, he has no buyback.
Oh, Ghost Scepter. TMT could be in some trouble. Pretty far forward here. Dual Scepter does have teammates nearby, but they're going to leave him.
Buyback secured as Ramses gets the kill.
Hey, all right. Back up to mid we go.
Yeah, another minute to the possible Roche respawn, but they should be able to get this tier 3 Oh, they're going for the sneaky play. Okay, not so sneaky when they just destroy the sentries. Thought they might be trying to chip away the bottom one instead, but...
Right. So there was a glyph, but no one just walks up to the high ground, brings it down. Still backdoor protection on. They glyph with the backdoor protection.
Oh, no.
That's a misplay.
Yeah, I mean, they saw this catapult probably and thought it was dire and didn't realize it was just theirs that had been stolen. It's not a big deal, though, honestly. It still wouldn't have been enough time for the Grimstroke to come back up, so it's not going to make any difference.
All right. Still, easy lane of barracks for VP, essentially uncontested. Now they're going to head into shrines.
Yeah, this is a lot of gold now coming into the side of Virtus.pro. I mean, for the vast majority of this game, it's actually been BeastCoast that have been leading in terms of the gold here. But over the past 10 minutes, that has changed dramatically, of course, and now only further so. And what's our Roche timer here? It will be 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Pretty long one.
It's a long one. Oh, slow and steady. What do you do if you're BeastCoast right now? It feels like they're just up against the wall and kind of running out of options.
You probably have to try one of those like desperation plays where you smoke behind someone who looks like they're dangerously split pushing, kind of a deal. Or you just straight up smoke and run at the side of Virtus.pro. I mean, you have one ward with a decent duration left inside that dire jungle. Maybe try and make a play off of that. I mean, you can see where no one's playing at the moment. And Mike trying to get a second ward down here.
Looks like he'll be successful. He's not going to get scouted out in doing so.
They are going to show, though.
Slow and steady. Interesting item build from Ryoya this game. BKB
yeah, I would agree.
Into
no Yules, no Atos. He just went straight drums, bottle, BKB, and then back for the Daedalus.
Yeah, like no Force Staff, no Hurricane Pike. This is just damage. Just straight damage.
Looks like he actually sold his bottle. I'm not sure when that happened.
So he didn't hand it over to anybody, did he? No.
No, I looked through everyone.
Yeah, looks like he sold it. Okay.
He might need it for like a team fight or something for, I'm not sure if it was for the BKB, the Daedalus or something. Probably the Daedalus.
Hey, there's that Shiva's on Doom you were talking about.
Yeah. Came after the BKB, but I mean, it's still, obviously the BKB worked out just fine. Just kept popping it during soul binds to try and prevent death.
It's almost Roche time.
Yeah, they're going to come in just at the right moment as they just put down the trap, and there he is. So Radiant just pushed back now. BeastCoast in a difficult position to try and defend this Aegis and try and get it for themselves, both net worth-wise and, well, just straight-up map-ways. So they'll at least get themselves a couple of bounties as that dies instantly.
They kill it dumb fast. That was insane.
Yeah.
That was Roche 3 right there. That's Aegis Cheese Refresher. So the refresher in the hands of the Enigma right now.
I think it's Arcane TA. 10 mana traps every 3.5 seconds.
Things definitely slowing down a little bit, though. BeastCoast going to be forced to just defend high ground. Can't imagine they really want to take a fight outside of the base into all those Roche spoils.
Yeah, I think Virtus.pro just know that last game was a couple mistakes on their side, and they just want to play this super safe.
Yeah. 8K gold on TA right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's, you know, we watched a lot of Alliance games at the Minor, and a lot of times we saw that their games kind of took forever. But this is the no one strat of just like, okay, so we're going to go high ground, and if I die twice, I'm just going to buy back and boots back in and end this game, because that's the only reason to really have 8K gold.
Yep. I mean,
that's quite the trap.
Even 8K is a little excessive at that point. They will jump in. Quick initiation as they doom the Drow Ranger. She's damn low, and they'll be able to finish her off. Instant buyback. Now the black hole doesn't do too much, but it might be just enough. They get the kill on Grimstroke now. VP starting to take some damage. They'll lose Ramses. They're also going to lose Roger. It was a pretty deep dive, and not
that was
worth
intense,
it here, I
dude.
say.
That was like, because he put the trap on the high ground underneath the tower because he was just trying to see basically if Envy was standing right there, and I don't think he was inside the tower, the trap range. But then they just walk high ground, and the second they see her, the three of them just blink on her. I think they're just saying, like, it doesn't matter if we're soul blinded, if we're all BKB'd and just sitting on top of this Drow Ranger. I'm guessing was the strat there.
Huh.
But yeah, I mean, they've already got the first lane of Rax, but
yeah. I mean, they still have Aegis. They still have the Refresher Shard. I don't know where the cheese ended up. Looks like that might have gotten eaten. So at the end of the day, it is still okay. And 2 minutes on the Aegis. Virtus.pro could have another go.
You have meanings to rhyme because you've rhymed the past like 2 sentences.
Not really. It's just happening.
It's just reading a bit too much Dr. Seuss or something lately.
Yeah. Dude, Envy's actually close to an Aghanims. Is it going to be enough for the win?
I don't know if I would say for the win. It makes it possible. It's I mean, it's an uphill battle here, guys. Let's be real. This is a really tough game.
Yeah. But this is the build, right? I mean, we saw this mostly against like Illusion Heroes, your Phantom Lancers and stuff, but the Mjolnir with the Ags is pretty ridiculous. The scary part, though, is without buyback, all they have to do is kill him once in the next 6 minutes, and it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's one of those item builds where it's like you can actually 1v5 if no one's touching you. You know what I mean? Like you do such a stupid amount of damage that as long as they're busy trying to kill other people, that it just might work out for you. Look at Envy right now. The entirety of Virtus.pro is amassing at the border, and he's basically just heading to King's Landing or something. Everyone else chilling up the wall, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good. Night's Watch, not for me, guys."
He's got a TP, dude. There you go. He's gonna use it. Some backdoor protection. All right, no one in the front lines. Got to be careful about this Aegis timing. 35 seconds left. Brax jumps in. They do get the Hex on 2. The Soulbind's there. Black Hole from Roger does secure the kill onto Ryoya.
Oh, another one.
Envy getting low. He's going to be in trouble, and he's down. 2 minutes on the sideline. No buyback. The double Black Hole might be just enough. TMT does survive. But Solo just drops a Static Storm Kinetic Field, and poor Ryoya dies back. Does almost nothing.
That's it, man. Brax now in trouble too as Ramses does get him with the root. He'll be going down. And Virtus.pro, what an excellent play by Roger. It cost him his life, but, I mean, there can't be enough damage left here from BeastCoast. They're going to try their hardest here, but tough to imagine they can do much versus a Troll and a Templar Assassin this farmed without Drow and Lena.
The final hold here. The Troll gets brought down pretty low, but that's all they've got.
Actually, all right, that was better than I expected, I'll be honest. He's going to buy Boots of Travel. He wants back in here.
Okay, Ramses is back.
He still has buyback as well.
One lane remains. There is also a glyph for the Radiant. But still, 55 seconds till these cores are back. Brax jumps in, doing as much damage as he can. They almost kill Ramses, but that forces the BKB, and he'll just turn to bring down Brax. No buyback there. Mike also going to fall, and it's just TMT, as Mike will decide to buy back. TMT leveling up the Dagon.
Oh, they seem to like to play with their food here, or perhaps BeastCoast are just into it. But that is Megas. And they will now begin the Battle of Tier 4. Still 23 seconds remaining here on the lean on the Drow.
And there's the glyph. Only the supports remain. Should be pretty close to a GG moment for VP. TMT needs some godlike plays here. The Dagon comes out. He does get the kill on Ramses. But will it be enough? A few seconds
this
until
is
these
enough to
cores
hold
are up.
Throne.
They'll get the tier 4, and now I think VP have to back up with the Drow Ranger and the Lina available.
All right, they're into it. They're down for an Ags Drow Tesla holdout. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yo.
Look at it.
Yo, no one. This guy, though. He's going for it, guys. He's Mr. Sneaky. Don't tell him.
This is pretty wild. Now the troll is going to buy back. TP's in.
Under a Radiant Sentry, by the way. All right.
They just want to close this one out. VP's not messing around. They don't want this. They know that NB thrives in these late-game chaotic scenarios. They do not want to go there. They don't want to play against the Tesla Drow. They want this game to be over. NB locked in place. The combo from the Disruptor's enough. He'll die without completing the Ags. A black hole just on the edge of the well for good measure. And that will be it. VP take the series 2-1. Pretty epic fashion here in Game 3.
What was it? 8-0 to start this game for BeastCoast. You can't ask for a lot more in terms of the pressure that you put on this troll warlord. But great plays from Virtus.pro to slow down the Drow a bit in the mid game while also creating a lot of space for knowing the Templar Assassin. And then the most important fights in all 3 games, it felt like they just went to the Virtus.pro. Aside from the one where they kind of like eventually won the game from BeastCoast, obviously in match 2. The Roshans always seem to be going Virtus.pro's way.
Yeah.
Those like